Hey everyone, if you've been around me for the past year or so, you've heard ad nauseum the following phrase: man cave, man cave. I'm going to build a man cave. Yeah, I am going to build a man cave. And actually, the reason why I did this podcast was to sort of document it. It's for a couple of reasons. Actually, one first reason is when I try to find information out on building stuff on the internet or on television, it's sort of piecemeal. You have to piece it together, and you find that you make a lot of mistakes along the way because you don't really have good documentation on the how-tos of doing something. So anyway, this project is probably the most difficult project that I'll do because it involves construction, doing some electrical work, painting, all the things that a typical DIYer will do. But this is for a space that I consider very important to me. It's important because it's a creative space. About 4 years ago, I took a class at UCLA Extension, and this class was a writing and illustrating children's book class, and that sort of stoked a fire that had been dormant in me about 15 years. I hadn't really illustrated on a consistent basis since I was in high school. So I took this class, and I took a second class at Art Center, and that just got it really going. So ever since then, I've been thinking of trying to create a space where I can get away and do some drawing, illustrating, just get comfortable with doing this book that I've been promising for a long time too. So I really want to complete this book, and I really want to create a space where I can do that. So let's go check out the space. It's the third part of a garage. We have a 3-car garage, and the third slot is relatively small. This is the space here, and what I'm going to do is sort of give you an idea of what I want to do, and I'm going to come back and extend this show and sort of walk you through each step that it took for me to get to this point. Anyway, what you have behind you here is going to be a wall where I'm going to have my ideas. It's sort of a pin-up wall. It's a long area where I'll be able to pin up drawings, do my own critical work. Over here, it'll be my drawing table. I'm going to build a architect's table, old-fashioned architect's table, and that's where I'm going to put my Cintiq monitor. I purchased a Cintiq monitor, which put me way in debt. But anyway, it's something I really wanted for myself. I don't really buy a lot for myself, but this is something I splurged on. It's going to be in this area here. There's going to be a counter that sort of works around this space, and I found just in my working experience that I sit all day. And then from time to time I get up and I have to take a stretch break. But to me, the ideal space would be a space where I can sit for part of the day and stand. And actually this counter height is a little higher than normal, but it's perfect for me to, put my laptop down, stand up, stretch my legs, and get some additional work done. Above the counter area is going to be a bookshelf. I have tons of books that I've had even since college. I like to save things. I like to save things that I find beautiful or interesting. Like, when we travel, I pick up interesting infographics, things like that. I want to have an area to put all that stuff and sort of refer to it, get some inspiration. Over here, this is where the entryway is going to be. I'm going to hopefully put a door in here. Over on this side is I put a faux wall to cover up our garage door, but on this space there's going to be a television. What man cave wouldn't be complete without a large television? And this is for my other side. I love to watch sports. I love to watch the Detroit area teams. I'm a glutton for punishment. I love the Detroit Lions. So I want a space where I can come in. If I'm overworking and I decide to take a break, I want to come over and watch some football, I can do that. There'll also be a space for my kids to come in and plug in their Wii's or Xboxes and get it and spend some time with me. Anyway, in this wall here, it's just going to be basically painted. I have an idea of what I want to try. I want to do an art piece of just, I collect stuff. And so I have tickets and trips and photo articles from when the Pistons won in the 80s. I just want to plaster that stuff over a wall, just sort of be like a memory wall. Anyway, then on the floor, I want to just basically do a laminate floor. And then on the ceiling and walls, just do a basic paint thing with a nice trim around the edge. And that'll be it. Tomorrow I'm going to have an electrician out. There's a couple of things I can't do. I'm not really good at electricity. I don't want to kill myself or anyone that I love by putting in some faulty equipment. I'm going to have that electrician out tomorrow. I can wire. I'm going to wire my spot for cable. I can do that. And then the only other thing I may need help with is to put a telephone line in here for my wireless connection. So anyway, I'm going to try to document as much as I can. I'm going to tie this in. I have a Facebook page and a blog where I've been writing daily, and I want to tie it in with some video snippets to give you an idea of what I'm doing and hopefully help you, if you're doing a project, to be successful.